Okay, yes. So good morning, everyone. I think we should go for an interactive session. First of all, about C++. Now, before starting the subject itself, yes, before starting the subject itself, we need to do a little bit of revision first, right? Revision, it will cover most topics of the first semester, especially the C language, right? So I think C language, right? Can anyone name a few topics of C language? Anyone?
Storage classes,
Okay. Storage
UDF,
classes,
DMA,
UDF, right? Then
DMA.
anything? Hmm.
arrays,
Arrays, yes. Now, up until now, we have learned two programming languages. First one was the C language, second one was PHP, right? So I think by now it should be clear that most programming languages will contain very similar topics, right? જે રીતે તમે કીધું, right? UDF is their functions basically. Functions are there, variables are there, right? Arrays are there. These topics will be there in almost all of the programming languages we will study. Now, C++ આજના lectureમાં, right? For today's lecture, we are not going to talk specifically about C++. We are going to do a brief revision about computer programming. We are going to explore what is there, what is computer programming, right? Very basics. I know that C language is already covered, એમાં આવું બધું આવી ગયું છે already, but still we need to go back to the basics first. So what is programming? Can anyone tell me what is programming? Right now I'm going to share my screen, right? Because we may need that later on. Okay, yes. So who can tell me what is computer programming?
a set of codes.
Okay, basically coding, right?
Yes.
Why do we need computer programming? What is the reason? What is the purpose of computer programming? Okay, fine, no problem. See, computers. Okay, let's go back to more basics, right? What language is understood by computers? Computer key language understand કરે છે?
Binary.
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 Binary language, right? Binary language. So binary means basically 0 and 1, right? Electricity pulses are there. 0 and 1. 0 means false, 1 means true, on or off, right? That is the basic concept of the binary language. So computer understands only the binary language. uh, why are programming languages there? Programming language no શું purpose છે? Any ideas, right? I don't want book answers, I want your answers.
Data analysis.
Data analysis. broad થોડુંક broadમાં discuss કરો. Programming languages નો શું purpose છે?
બાઇનરી લેંગ્વેજમાં કંઈ બી ઇન્સ્ટ્રક્ટ કરવું અઘરું છે કે
Okay, so binary language is hard basically, right? Okay, so to make it easier, કઈ બીજી language introduce થઈ હતી? Right, step by step we are going through the
એસેમ્બલી
history of
Assembly
assembly.
language.
Yes, assembly language.
Yes, sir.
Assembly is also hard again, right? Binary is programming in binary, right? It is very hard. Compared to that, assembly is a little bit easier, but again, assembly language is not that easy, right? So to cover that, to cover that problem, to make it more easier, lower level languages, right? Programming languages were introduced. Now programming languages ma પણ levels હોય છે, right? Lower level language, middle level language and higher level languages. Now, C language. Who was the creator?
Dennis Ritchie.
Dennis Ritchie.
Dennis Ritchie, right? Yes, fine. કયા લેવલમાં આવે આઈડિયા છે કોઈને? Anyone knows? Any idea?
Middle
Middle level.
Is it middle level or is it low level?
Middle
See,
level.
actually it is
Middle
not
level.
clear. ઘણા ડેવલપર્સ એમ કહે છે કે ખાલી બે જ લેવલ હોય છે, લો લેવલ એન્ડ હાઈ લેવલ. Some people say that there are 3 levels: middle level, low level and high level. So C can be considered low level as well as middle level, right? અત્યારે low level માં રાખીએ આપણે. C language is a lower level language. Okay, fine. That is clear. Now, some topics were there. C language માં અમુક topics આવતા હતા. Variables, for example. Keywords were there. Functions were there. Right? Then in the second semester, data structure was there. So basically advanced version of C. How to implement data structures using the C language itself. So, okay, going back to the basics of a programming language, C language, keyword, right? Keywords. Can anyone tell me what is a keyword?
Reserve words.
Reserve words and programming.
Right? There are some, yes, exactly, right? There are some tokens which have some predefined meaning. Means they already have some kind of meaning, so they cannot be used for anything else. That is the basics of a keyword. Now, keywords were there, then variables were there. Variable, what is a variable?
The variable which can hold values, store values.
Okay, it can store values, right? Let's redefine that definition. A variable is a named storage. See, variable, see, let me make one thing very clear, right? જેમ see, આપણે next semester માં જાતા જાશું ને એમ બધી વસ્તુ થોડી ઘણી clear આપણે કરતું જવાનું છે. આપણે એવું શીખાતા, right? We learned that variables will store some kind of values. The actually વસ્તુ એવી છે, see, I think you know about your primary memory, right? RAM હોય ને, કોઈ પણ computer હોય એમાં RAM હોય. If you see, this is the memory, right? 7.8 GB memory is there, and right now 4.4 GB are being used. So this is your primary memory. તમે જે કોઈ variables create કરો છો ને એ primary memory ની અંદર store થશે, right? So if you see this cells, right, આ squares તમને જે દેખાય છે, this is just a graph, but you can take that as an example. These are basically storage locations, right? આપણે Excel નું example લઈએ, Microsoft Excel. So if you go, your primary memory will look something like this. Basically, some cells are there. Each cell will have some kind of address, right? Each cell will have some kind of address. That address is always in hexadecimal value. Hexadecimal number system આવી ગઈ છે જો તમને યાદ હોય તો, right? Decimal, binary, octal and hexadecimal. So each cell, દરેક cell છે, right, એનો કંઈક address હોય છે. For example, આ first cell છે, એનો address છે 0x1, right? Basically 1, hexadecimal 1. Next cell address is 2, next cell address is 3. So each cell in your memory will have some kind of address. Now જે અહીંયા તમે for example તમે એક variable create કરો છો a equals to 10, for example, right? Just a very simple example. A equals to 10. If you create that, તો તમારી primary memory છે, right? એવું assume કરો કે એક cell છે, it stores 1 byte. Integer ના કેટલા bytes હોય?
2 bytes.
How many bytes will integer occupy? 2 bytes, right? Yes. So when you use this, તમે જ્યારે આવી રીતે કરો ને, integer a equals to 10. So see, your computer will do what? E store શું કરશે? 10.
2 cells.
Yes. But how many cells will be occupied? 2 cells, because a single cell represents a single byte. So 10 will be stored in 2 cells, right? Basically it will occupy 2 bytes. અને એનું નામ શું હશે?
A.
Right? That is the thing. That is how the variables will work. So depending on this, right? Depending on this scenario, what definition can be derived for a variable? Think. See, variable is a named storage location. Variable is a named
Named
storage location,
location.
right? A storage location is there. It will always be there. Tamari primary memory છે, right? Your primary memory, your RAM. It is the storage location. A value will be stored inside that, and that value will be given a name that is known as a variable. So your definition is correct. Variable will store a value, but technical, right? Knowledge actually તમે જોવા જાઓ, right? So variable is a named storage location. It is a storage location which has some kind of name, right? That is known as a variable. Basically, see, આ બધી વસ્તુ રિપીટ થવાની જ છે. તમારી C++ ની સ્લાઇડ્સ છે એમાં બધું આગળ આવશે જ. But just a brief, the brief revision of C language we are doing. Okay, variables were there, keywords are there. Okay, fine. Identifiers. Can anyone tell me what is an identifier? Anyone? See, identifier means a name. Identifier name means what? It is a name
Name.
given by the developer. Variables na naam, right? Variable names we are creating, then function names, that is also we are creating. Whatever names we are creating, whatever names we are giving, they are known as identifiers, right? So variable is an identifier. Whatever variable name you are giving, integer a equals to 10. So a is an identifier, right? Just some basic introduction. Now, there are a lot of topics about this. So we can move to the slides of C++. Now this slide is not related to C++. It is just basic introduction to computer programming. Now in any program, whatever computer program you are making, whatever program તમને જે કાંઈ આપેલા હોય છે, right? અત્યાર સુધી તમે જે કાંઈ programs કરેલા છે, whatever programs you have done, એમાં, right, some things are always there. For example, you need to take input from the user. You need to process that input given by the user, and then you need to produce some kind of output. Take an example of an addition program, right? Addition program માં શું કરીએ છીએ આપણે, right? Scanf થી પહેલા input લઈએ છીએ, right? We are taking input using scanf. Then we are adding two values, and then we are displaying some kind of value, right? So in any program, in any computer program, 3 steps are always involved. In direct or indirect way, 3 steps are always there: input, process, and output, right? Input, process, and output. There will be some kind of input, there will be some kind of processing, and there will be some kind of output. That is the basics of computer programming, right? So moving on to the slides. See, these are the topics which will be covered in the current slide, this slide. Introduction to programming, the C programming language, and POP and OOP, object oriented, right? Now see, programming. આપણે already discussed કર્યું છે, right? Programming means coding. Basically, you are giving instructions to the computer. You're telling computer to do something. See, so if you see this line, a set of instructions is called a program. So a program, it is a set of instructions. Basically the instruction means a single line of code. Whatever line of code you are writing, right? A single line of code, generally it is known as an instruction. Now instructions are given in form of a programming language. These instructions must be very specific. If the instructions are incomplete or in wrong order, the output will be completely unexpected. So you need to tell the computer to do something, and it must be very specific, right? If anything is different, આપણે generally in a bug કહીએ છીએ, right? There is a bug in the program, there is an error in the program, right? Now those things will be repeated again. Error શું છે, એમાં કેટલા types છે, એ બધું પાછું આવશે જ એકવાર. But still, so you need to give instructions to a machine. Computer is a machine. Computer will only understand the binary language, zeros and ones. So okay, yes. Again, one more topic we need to refer: compiler. Do you know what is the compiler? Can anyone tell me what is the task of a compiler?
Converts high level language to low level language.
Okay, fine. Yes, a compiler will convert a higher level language to a lower level language. Now Turbo C++ you were using in the last semester. કઈ લેંગ્વેજમાંથી કઈ લેંગ્વેજમાં કન્વર્ટ થાય છે? Can anyone tell me? You were writing C programs in Turbo C++, then you were compiling the C program, right? Yes.
C program to binary maybe.
Yes, binary, right? Actually, yes. Okay, fine. Let's assume that it is the binary language. So basically converting a higher level language to a lower level language, right? That is the task of a compiler. So C program ke C++ program, right? In the future we will be writing those. They will be converted to binary language. Now we will come back to this topic why we are discussing this કે ભાઈ C++ છે એ બાઇનરીમાં કન્વર્ટ થાય છે, C પણ છે એ બાઇનરીમાં કન્વર્ટ થાય છે. There is a reason why we are discussing this, and I will show you in this current session એનું શું reason છે, right? We will discuss that. Now as we discussed already, right, a program will generally require input. That input will be processed and some kind of output will be generated, right? Computers understand only one language called the binary language or the machine language. It only consists of zeros and ones. Basically 0 and 1s are there, and input, process and output is there. These are the basic building blocks of any programming language, right? કોઈ પણ language છે એ તમને આટલી વસ્તુ તો provide કરશે જ. Input માટે કયું function use કરતા હતા આપણે C માં?
scanf.
Scanf was there, right?
NF.
Scanf was there. Then output માટે કયું function હતું?
printf.
F.
Printf, right?
Printf.
So scanf for input and printf for out.
out.
Now yes, exactly, right? So some kind of input is always there. Now scanf જો એ હું જરૂરી નથી. In relation to C language, it is not that always it will be scanf. It can be anything, any kind of input, right? Scanf છે એ input કયા device નું લીએ છે?
keyboard.
Keyboard, right? Keyboard is an input device. So basic some computer fundamentals are there. Keyboard is an input device, so scanf will take input from the keyboard. And the printf છે એ output કયા device માં આપે છે?
monitor.
Monitor,
yes.
right? So input from keyboard and output to monitor. Now input device a keyboard જ થોડી છે, બીજા ઘણા બધા છે ને, right? Many other input devices are there. An example, a mouse, right? A computer mouse can also provide input and output. Which output devices are there? Just a single example. Monitor is there, but
Monitor.
printer,
Printer.
yes. Printer is there. Then another input device is there. Right now we are using some input device, that is the mic, right?
Mic.
I'm talking into the mic, and that data is being processed by Microsoft Teams, and you are hearing the output of that processing. Are you understanding this? See,
Yes,
that
sir.
is how it is all working, right? Input is always there, processing is always there, and output is also always present in some form or other. It is not just a fixed input device. There can be many other type of input and output devices, right? So that is the thing, that is the basics of a computer program: input, process and output. Now keep in mind that binary language, right? Computer will only understand binary language. Keep that in mind for now. Now see, we have already discussed this, but in the early days binary language was used, but it was too hard. Programming binary માં થાતું, right? But it was very hard to understand. So a language was introduced, assembly language, but again assembly was very hard. See, so more languages were introduced. Just an example, C language, right? C language is higher compared to assembly and binary. See, both assembly and binary are low level languages. C language can be considered low level or middle level. It depends on your use case. Anyway, see, assembly is very hard to learn, read and understand. Assembly is not portable, meaning it can only run on computer it is written on. Basically, if you see, તમે એક C program create કરો છો, right? You're creating a C program in the college computer, then you can take that C file into your computer and you can run that C file. However, that was not possible with the assembly language. So better languages were needed. So that's why new languages were created, right? This created a need for higher level, readable and understandable languages, right? C is a very understandable language. Now, Some examples are there. There is a language called Fortran, right? Formula translation. Lisp is there. COBOL is there, right? Along with many other languages came the C programming language. Already આખું આપણે year spend કરેલું છે C programming ઉપર, right? We know the basics of C programming. So some repetition, some revision, not repetition. Revision is present in this slide. Basically, see, this is the machine language 1 and 0 are there. After machine language came the assembly language, and after assembly language came the time of procedure oriented languages. Now, does anyone know what is a procedure? Does anyone have any idea what is a procedure?
Procedure
language is a
means
procedure.
a certain way of doing a certain task.
Okay, see, fine, yes. It is basically step by step instructions for performing some task, right? Procedure is also known as a function. In programming, procedure is also known as a function. આપણે already create કરીએ છીએ ને functions.
Yes.
User defined functions and everything, library functions are there. User defined functions are there, right? Functions are also known as procedures. Now see, there is a minor difference between them. There is a difference between procedure and function, but right now we are not going to go into that. Procedure means a function. So machine language was there, then came the assembly language, then came the function oriented languages. Now C programming we are using, right? We have been using C programming for the past year. Now think about this. Printf is a function. Scanf is a function. Which other functions are there? Think about this. Tell me. બીજા કયા કયા functions કોઈને યાદ આવે છે? C માં કયા કયા functions હતા?
Get CH, CLRS.
String handling function.
CLRS, CR, get CH, then
Math function.
Get
Yeah.
yes, math
String.
functions were
Get
there.
string
String
functions.
and blank.
String functions. String માં કયા કયા functions હતા? str,
CMP.
Yeah.
STR.
Alien.
yeah,
String
str,
function.
len, yes.
String length.
Now if you think about this, જેટલી વસ્તુ તમે C માં right functionalities તમે જે કાંઈ use કરી છે, C provides many features. Almost all of these features are functions if you understand this. Output માટે કયું function છે? printf. For input, scanf, it is a function, right? Get s હતું, put s હતું, જો યાદ હોય તો string functions,
Yes.
if you remember this.
Yes.
Then strlen, again a function. Strcmp, again a function. Some math related functions were there. If you see this, if you try to understand this, in C language almost all the features are provided using functions. That's why C is known as a procedure oriented programming language. C is known as a procedure oriented programming language. Basically, see, procedure oriented programming languages, it is a category. C language is the procedure oriented. That is not the case. C language is one of the procedure oriented languages. PHP, it can also be considered a procedure oriented language. If you see PHP માં પણ આપણે, right, a lot of functions were there, if you remember. So almost most of the functionalities are provided using functions. That kind of programming language is known as a procedure oriented programming language. Now, just a brief history of C language, right? A brief revision of the C language. C language was created by Dennis Ritchie in the year 1972, right? આ એક્ઝામમાં ઘણી વાર આવી ગયું છે, આપણે પછી તો ગોખાઈ ગયું હોય ને હવે તો આ. Yes. Now see, C is a middle level language, and compared to assembly, its code is portable, smaller, easier to read, understand. Right now, Amathi, right? How many of these applies to us? That is a relative topic, right? C also allows direct access to lower level components such as registers and operations such as memory manipulation. Basically pointers. C also allows pointers and some register classes were there, if you remember. Storage classes were there. क्या क्या आता storage class?
Automatic
Static
register.
external.
Static.
Static
External.
external.
Static external.
Auto.
Yes,
Register.
static, extern, auto, and register. So basically, C language is a very lower level language, right? Not as lower as assembly, but it is a very low level language, and it provides many features, many lower level components to manage. C is statically typed, meaning variable types must be explicitly specified before being used. Basically, when you create a variable, you need to specify the data type for that variable. Okay, yes. Now see, after discuss કર્યું, right? Compiler. C is a
Compile.
compiled language. Means what? C. Meaning its code is compiled into binary code before it is executed by the computer. આપણે આનું એક small example જોઈએ how this is done, right? આપણે એક કામ કરીએ, right? We are going to minimize everything. Now we are going to use dev C++ for the first time, and we are going to create a very simple C program, just hello world. આપણે ખાલી create કરશું hello world program, and then we are going to compile this program. Now આપણે discuss કર્યું, right? Already discussed that if you compile a C program, it will be converted into binary. So let's see how it is done. આપણે છે ને output જોશું આનું, but right, just see, just bear with
One
me.
doubt.
Yes.
Sir, what is different between procedure-oriented programming language or object-oriented programming language?
Yes, object oriented શું છે ને ઈ આગળ આવશે, right? અત્યારે ખાલી
Okay.
એક ध्यान રાખો, procedure oriented, just keep a focus on that. Basically in procedure oriented everything is a function. Every features are provided using functions. અત્યારે આટલું યાદ રાખો. Object oriented શું છે ને ઈ આપણે બહુ extensively discuss કરવાનું આવશે, right?
Okay.
Sorry, there was a connection issue. Okay, is the screen visible to you? Everyone?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. See, so basically this is the interface of dev C++. It is just like Notepad or Visual Studio Code આપણે જે use કરતા હતા, right? Second semester માં. It is very similar to that. Just go to file, create a new source file, or you can just simply press Ctrl N, or you can just click on this icon, source file. So a blank file will be shown to you. Now you can just write your C code basically, right? We are going to create a C program first. We are not creating a C++ program. This is a simple C program. Now, kई header files આપણે include करता? Which header files were we including?
stdio.
stdio.h.
Right?
Con.
stdio.h,
Conio.h.
Conio.h.
conio.h, standard input output, and console input.
Console input output.
Yes, right. So basically two files were required. Now પછી શું કરતા આપડા?
Main.
Main.
Yes, we are
Main.
creating the main function. Now guys, yes, void main, right? આવી રીતે create કરતા ને આપડા. Now instead of void, we will be using integer. There is a reason for this. I will explain what is the reason for this, but not right. અત્યારે કહીશ તો તમને નહીં સમજાય. Right? So we will be using integer as the return type for the main function. પહેલા આપણે શું function use કરતા? CLRS, CR.
CLRS.
In dev C++, this is not required. Okay, someone please mute your mic. Echo થાય છે. જો કાંઈ interaction ના કરવાનું હોય તો please you can mute your mic because I'm hearing my own voice. Okay, thank you. Fine. See, so this was the thing. stdio.h, conio.h. Then the main function is there. We are using the integer as the return type. Now we are specifying a return type, so we need to return a value. So return karsu apna 0. There is a good reason for this why this is required, but apne atyare discuss nathi karu. It is a topic for later on. Now CLRS here apne use karta, but any આમાં જરૂર નથી. In dev C++ it is not required. Use કરશો તો નહીં ચાલે, right? This function will give an error because this function does not exist in dev C++. So we are not going to use this function. If you remember at the last, we were using the getch function. Now, so we are going to save this file first on the desktop. Hello.c. Hello.c. So this is a very simple C program. Just a simple statement will be there, printf hello world semicolon, right? Everything else is same. Just a few minor differences are there because we are using a different software. We are not using Turbo C++, we are using Dev C++. Now this is not required. You can use void main if you want, but આપણે we habit હવેથી રાખશું કે આપણે use કરશું int main, right? And at the last, after get ch, we will be returning 0. Now I'm going to run this program. Now run કરવા માટે, see, you can see this button is there, compile and run, or the shortcut key is F11. You can use this button or the shortcut key to run this program. Now when I click on this, આવે છે ને output hello world. Now if you see, as a C file છે, right? hello.c. It is saved on the desktop. For now it is saved on the desktop. So if you take a look at the desktop, can you see this hello.exe? Right.
Yes.
Yeah. So hello.exe, basically this is your program. Now you can just double click on this program and you will be able to see the output. Hello world simply display file, right? Now how to see the binary of this file, right? Basically see, C file છે શેમાં convert થઈ ગઈ છે. This exe file, it is a binary file, right? Your C program has been converted to a binary, right? C language code was converted to binary language code. So how can we see the binary of this file? So for that, there are many ways to do this. We are going to use a software, right? Software no simply naam છે binary viewer. You can download this, you can search this on Google. Just a simple software is there. Open the software. You can just drag your file into this software. Now you should be able to see this code. क्यों कोड છે આ સી ઉપર દેખાય છે અહીંયા? Is it visible? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. Yes, you can unmute
Yes,
your
sir.
mic. Mic છે unmute કરી દેજો, વાંધો નહીં, right? So this is hexadecimal code of our program. અને બાજુમાં તમે અહીંયા જોશો, right? So some text is there, but most of the text will not make any kind of sense, right? See, આપણે ખાલી કેટલા lines of code write કરેલો છે અહીંયા? See, how many lines of code is there?
10.
Right? 10 lines of code is there, right? Just a simple
Yes.
10 lines of code is there. But અહીંયા binary એનું જો compile કરીએ છીએ, right? We are compiling this 10 line C program. Now it is creating how many lines? See. અહીંયા જો તમને સાઈડમાં અહીંયા જો દેખાતું હોય, right? Scroll bar. If you are able to see that, see how many lines are there. Basically this 10 line C program was converted into binary. અહીંયા તો hexadecimal છે. We can see the binary of this. This is the binary code of the program. Right? This is not a topic of your syllabus. આ તમે નહીં કરો તો ચાલશે. This is just for your knowledge. When you compile a program, it will be converted to a binary program, and that binary will be very long. Now think about this. જો બાઇનરીમાં પ્રોગ્રામિંગ કરતા હો તો લખતા કેટલી વાર લાગે? A simple hello world program, right? It would take too long. Now if you see, શું મેસેજ આપણે ડિસ્પ્લે કરીએ છીએ?
Hello world.
Hello world.
Simple hello world is there. This is text. This is ASCII text. That text should be there in this binary somewhere, right? We are going to convert this binary back to hexadecimal. થોડુંક નાનકડુંક થઈ જાય, right? See, અહીંયા જે text છે ને એમાં hello word ક્યાંક આવવું જોઈએ, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find hello word. દેખાય છે અહીંયા? Can everyone see? થોડુંક
Yes,
zoom
sir.
કરો, right?
Yes, sir.
If you see, message અહીંયા છે, see,
Yes.
hello
Yeah.
world, basically. So this is the binary code for that. hexadecimal. Sorry, this is the hexadecimal code for that. HELLO, right? Comma space WORLD. So when you compile a program, it will be converted to a binary program, right? That is, I think that should be clear by now, right? So this is how compilers will work. Higher level language to a lower level language, right? That is. So this is a C is a compiled language. That is all I'm trying to say. C છે compile થાય છે શેમાં compile થાય છે binary language માં. Same case is there with C++. C++ is also a compiled language. It will be converted to a binary language when you compile the program. Now moving back onto the slides. See, so our clear છે બધાને C is a compiled language, meaning its code will be converted to binary, right? Is it clear or not, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So see, okay, fine, nice, good. Now see, C programs generally consist of multiple functions, or also known as procedures, to divide a problem or a definition. Problem means a definition into smaller definitions. Therefore, it is known as a procedure-oriented programming language. Short માં શું કહેવાય છે? POP, right? It is a POP language, procedure-oriented programming language. Now, top-down approach. અત્યારે નહીં સમજાય. What is this? Basically, right, we will need to discuss what is top-down and another is known as a bottom-up, right? So top-down and bottom-up are બે અલગ-અલગ approaches. What are they? We will be discussing that when we are discussing object-oriented programming. ત્યારે સમજાશે કે બે વચ્ચે શું difference છે, right? So right now we are putting this on hold, right? Now see, C was originally created for the purpose of writing the Unix operating system. Basically, Unix is the parent of Linux. Linux operating system, generally naam સાંભળેલું છે, right? Before Linux, Unix was there. C was created for the sole purpose of creating the Unix operating system. That was the purpose of C language. But the language proved to be very efficient, and it is right now it is widely used for many things. Today C is widely used for system programming, right? Various software or their parts are written in C language. Operating systems such as Windows, Linux, Mac OS, Android and iOS. Embedded systems such as printers, microwaves, robots, washing machines, CCTV camera software, right? CCTV camera circuits also. A lot of these things are created using C languages and compilers and interpreters. So C is a very widely used language, but see, there is a problem. With C language, there is a problem. Data security. The problem is data security. The data is not secure in C language. The reason is very simple. Variable scopes. Yeah, topic koine. Does anyone remember this topic? Variable scopes.
Yes.
How many
sir.
scopes? Yes. How many scopes are there?
2.
Yes. Which ones?
Local and global.
Local variables and global variables, right? Local variables, can anyone tell me what is the difference between them, local and global?
પ્રોગ્રામના બ્લોક સુધી જ હાલશે લોકલ, અને ગ્લોબલ છે એ આખા પ્રોગ્રામમાં હાલશે, એ વાપરી શકીશે.
Okay, global will work everywhere, local will not work everywhere, basically, right?
Yes.
Specific difference કયો મને? શું છે બે વચ્ચે? શું specific? બે major difference છે બે વચ્ચે.
સર લોકલ વેરિયેબલ છે ને બ્લોક ઓફ કોડ માટે લાઈક કર્લી બ્રેકેટ ઓવર થશે ને તો ત્યાં એનું એક્ઝિસ્ટન્સ એનું સ્કોપ પૂરું થઈ જશે.
Yes, exactly. Right, see, local variables are variables which are created within some block, within curly braces, basically, right? They are known as local variables. So their lifetime and visibility is only those curly braces. For example, તમે કોઈ function create કરો છો, right? Or if condition is there, or anything, right? Anything containing curly braces. So when you create a variable inside those curly braces, that is a local variable. That variable will be destroyed when the curly braces are over. But global variables are a different thing. They will be destroyed when your program is over and they do not have any kind of scope. એનો સ્કોપ શું હોય છે? The complete program. The visibility of the variables is the full program. They are accessible everywhere, and that is the main reason why variables, global variables, are not secure in C language or in any language which is providing global variables, right? PHP my topic હતો global variables. So basically those variables are accessible anywhere, right? That is the thing. Local છે destroy થઈ જશે જ્યારે એનો scope complete થશે. Global variables will not be destroyed. They will be destroyed only when the program is over. That is the main difference between them, right? આ બધું પાછું આપણે ડિસ્કસ કરશું, બધું આવશે પાછું. But just a brief revision. See, the thing is, these things are required. C language નું થોડું ઘણું સારું તમને જો આવડતું હોય, so it will be a lot better to learn C++. But don't worry, જો તમને નથી ખબર આ બધી વસ્તુ, if you are જો યાદ નથી, whatever the reason may be, right, it will be repeated. It will be there when we visit that topic in C++, right? So basically, now we are discussing object oriented, right? આપણે એક તો discuss already કરી લીધું. Right? Procedure oriented we have already discussed. Now next we are going to discuss is object oriented programming paradigm, right? Two paradigms are there. અત્યાર સુધી આપણે એક તો જોઈ જ લીધું છે, POPN. Next we are going to see is OOP. POP માં શું હતું બધું? Functions. OOP ની અંદર શું આવશે? Objects. Now there is a reason why OOP was introduced, because see આપણે discuss કર્યું, one of the main disadvantages of C language, it is what? Security of global data or global variables. So object oriented introduced a new functionality, a new feature which would allow you to secure your data. Now ಈ object oriented આવશે ત્યારે આપણે discuss કરશું કઈ રીતે ઈ થાય છે, right? Right now we are just going to move on to the slides. એક આ વસ્તુ યાદ રાખજો, just remember this thing, that so in the procedure oriented, specifically in C language, the data is not secure. The global variables are not secure. That is the thing. See, so some theory about procedure oriented, just written theory. In this programming paradigm, a problem is divided into smaller problems. Each of these smaller problem is solved using a procedure or a function. Now data structure याद करो બધા, linked list, stack, queue, right? આવું બધું તમે આ બધા data structures તમે શીખેલા છો, right? So in linked list, if you remember, you were creating some functions. क्या functions તમે create करता એમાં linked list માં?
Create linked list, display linked list. Mainly
yes. Mainly two were there, right? Create a linked list and display the linked list. Then other were also there. Insert at the beginning, insert at the end, insert at a specific position.
Adding notes at beginning, adding notes at the end, and adding notes in the middle.
Yes. આ બધાયના તમે functions બનાવતા ને, યાદ હોય તો.
Yes sir.
Okay. More simpler example, stack. See, stack માં क्या operations આવે? બે main operations क्या છે? Two main operations, push and pop.
Push and pop.
Yes. So we were creating two functions, one function to push the data and one function to pop the data. So your definition, right? Yes. Your definition is to create a stack. So what you will do is you will create a function. At the least, you will create a function which will allow you to push the data, and you will create another function which will allow you to pop the data. Basically what you are doing is you have a big definition, you need to create a stack, for example. So you are dividing that big definition into smaller definitions, pushing the data into the stack and popping the data into the from the stack, sorry, right? So pushing the data into the stack, popping the data from the stack. So a definition was there, you are creating parts of this definition. So what I need to do is, when I want to create a stack, I need to declare an array, right? Then I need to create a function which will allow me to push the data, and I need to create a function which will allow me to pop the data. So you are dividing a bigger problem, a bigger definition into smaller definition. Same thing was there with linked list. if someone is telling you to create a linked list, what you will do is you will create a function to create the linked list, initialize the linked list, then adding the data into the linked list, removing the data from the linked list, and displaying the linked list itself. So you are dividing a bigger problem, a bigger definition into smaller definitions. Those are the basics of a procedure oriented programming, right? Another example, a queue, right? Queue. Which operations are there?
NQDQ.
NQ and DQ. So a
DQ.
function, yes, a function which will allow you to add the data into the queue, and a function which will allow you to remove the data from the queue. પછી બીજું કયું function create કરતા હજી? Display, if you remember.
Yes, sir.
Right? So a definition is there, you need to create a queue. So you are dividing that definition into steps. Yes.
Sir, Jay was messaging me. He didn't know his ID password.
Please repeat કરો, તમારો અવાજ ડિસ્ટર્બન્સ બહુ આવે છે.
Sir, Jay મેસેજ કરે છે અને આઈડી પાસવર્ડ નથી ખબર એનો.
એક કામ કરો ને, એને કે ને નિરલભાઈને કોલ કરી લઈએ ને કે પેલું ગ્રુપ છે ને આપણું વોટ્સએપ ગ્રુપ, એમાં નિરલ સરના નંબર ઓલરેડી છે, એને કે ને નિરલ સરને કોલ કરી લઈએ.
હા, ઓકે.
Right, fine. So a definition is there, you are dividing that definition into multiple problems. For example, now can someone tell me what steps would you create for a calculator? તમને કોઈ એમ કહે કે કેલ્ક્યુલેટરનો પ્રોગ્રામ ક્રિએટ કરવાનો છે, તો એમાં તમે કઈ પ્રોસિજર્સ ક્રિએટ કરશો? which procedures will you create in that?
Addition, multiplication.
Addition, yes. So for each operation, yes, please. Addition, a function which will add two numbers, a function which will subtract two numbers, a function which will multiply, and a function which will divide two numbers. So you are taking a definition, you are taking a problem, and you are dividing that problem into smaller parts, smaller steps. That is the basics of a procedure oriented programming. Now anyone has any doubts up until now? અહીંયા સુધી કોઈને કઈ doubts છે? આપણે કઈ વસ્તુ ડિસ્કસ કરી? See, the first, we discussed some basics of programming, right? Input, process, and output. Input will be there, process will be there, and output will be there. Then we discussed some basics of programming language, C programming language, identifiers, keywords, right? Things like that. Now that એ બધું પાછું રિપીટ થવાનું છે, but one of the most important topic is this procedure oriented programming. Now કોઈને આમાં ડાઉટ છે procedure oriented માં, right? Any of the topics આપણે અત્યાર સુધી જે કર્યું, right? Basics of programming, this input, process, output, then the level of languages, right? Binary language was there, assembly was there, then procedure oriented languages were there. C programming language is there, it is a procedure oriented language. Then the basics of a procedure oriented language, that it will divide a problem into smaller problems, it will divide a definition into multiple functions. So these are the basics of procedure oriented programming. So does anyone have any doubt in this? કોઈને કાંઈ doubts છે આમાં?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. Anyone see અહીંયા જેટલા present છે બધા lectureમાં, anyone has any doubts, you can ask right now, because the lecture time is almost over, right? Anyone? See, અત્યારે maybe જો કઈ doubt ના હોય, right? અત્યારે જો maybe કઈ doubts નથી, maybe પછી આવે, right? So you can ask in the WhatsApp group or you can call me, right? Okay. Everyone?
Okay, sir.
Is it clear up until now? Everything?
Yes, sir.
Right. So in the next
Yes,
lecture,
sir.
right? Fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay. જો કઈ doubt હોય તો call કરી લેજો or WhatsApp group માં પણ message કરી શકો છો. See, now in the next lecture, we are going to again revise what is procedure oriented language, right? Then we are going to discuss further how this all will work. Then we will discuss basics of object oriented programming, right? So that is the agenda for the next lecture. I hope everything is clear up until now. So everyone have a good day, right? And the session is over. You can leave the meeting now.
Thank
Okay,
you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir.
sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.